Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Fortnite Legendary Series The Visitor action figure by Jazwares, based on the Fortnite game by Epic Games. Here it comes in a nice window box. This came out in 2019. I had ordered this in through an online store sometime in 2020 or 2021. It's a nice window box where we can see the action figure and the accessories that it comes with, so we know what we're buying. Here's the front of the package. There's the top. There is the bottom. Here is one side. And here is the other side. And the back. Intentions unknown. The Visitor is part of the Series 1 of the Legendary Series action figures. I've already reviewed all of these others. This is the last one from Series 1. So I will open this up and review this action figure in just a moment. Here are the accessories that come with the Visitor action figure. We get extra face plates. Each faceplate has a different printing on it. So these look nice. I think I like that one the most. And here is the faceplate that comes with the action figure. Then we have some items that are used in the game. So they are nicely sculpted and painted. This one has a little hole. The hole is for the thumb. And then it looks like the action figure is holding the item. Here, this looks like a first aid kit. This has a couple of slots on the side. I think that is for the hands or the fingers. So we can make it look like the figure is holding it. I think it's easier with just one hand. It takes a little bit of work to make it fit on the hand, but I think that will work. Here is the back bling, some kind of techno backpack with maybe a little cape. This part does not move. It would be nice if it did, so we could close it up for different scenes or displays. However, that looks very nice there. Here is a harvesting tool. I like harvesting tools that look like weapons. Some of them look very, very strange, and that limits their use in different displays or diorama. This has a nice bluish sheen to it. The handle is also painted a couple of different colors. So they put a lot of work into the details of these things. And then here is a machine gun, which is nicely sculpted and has some different paint applied to it. So it looks very nice. I like the extra details, and this would be very good for any war scene or battle scene. Here is the Visitor action figure. Let's take a look at how tall he is. Looks like about 6 1/4 inches tall. So it's a nice size. Let's take a closer look at some of the details. Nice faceplate there. However, I have had trouble trying to pull this faceplate off in order to put the others on it. I'm not too upset about that, considering I don't really care to replace the faces, but still, I'd like to be able to do everything that's possible with the action figure. I do like the helmet. Looks like a lot of nice sculpting detail on it. Looks like they put some paint on it. Yeah, I like the color and the design. It just looks cool. It looks like a sci-fi helmet. And there's the body. They have a lot of detail on this. Looks like some extra piece that they attached to the body here. So a lot of nice detail. Looks kind of shiny blue or metallic blue, so I like that. And here they've added an extra piece to the arm here. Looks nice. They've also painted the hands, or part of the hand, so they put a lot of detailed paint onto it and a lot of sculpting work on it. So a few wrinkles there, so it looks like some kind of clothing. And then here is a belt. Now this is a very rubbery or pliable kind of plastic that they put around it. And I think they glued it into place on the front here. But they've done some nice sculpting work on the belt and they've painted it. So it just looks nice. And then here are the legs. They have some wrinkles on the legs to make it look like cloth or clothing material. There's some knee pads. And then they have some boots and shin guards. And there are the feet. And bottom of the feet with some peg holes. So this one looks like a very, very nice action figure. Based on the way it looks, it could be used in a lot of different dioramas. Yeah, science fiction, maybe something out of Star Wars. Looks nice. Let's take a look at the articulation. So we can look up only that much. Look down just a little bit. Turn side to side. And no tilting. Then we have some shoulder pads that have hinges. So this is good. Moves out of the way of the arms so we can move around both sides. And we can stretch out. Now if you hear the snapping, that's ratcheted joints. So they are pretty tight. That's as far as it goes. So after a while they do loosen up a little bit. And then there's the bicep swivel. And double jointed elbows. Only that much, not as much as some of the others. And then the wrist can turn on both sides. There's a hinge at the wrist. Those are ratcheted, so it takes a little bit of work to get those to move. I think this one is still a bit stiff. There we go. And then we have finger articulation on both sides. So it's a lot of extra articulation. There we go. And we have a diaphragm cut. So we can move around forward and back quite a bit. Very nice. Not so much side to side. And I think there is a waist cut in there, but it's hidden by this belt, and I don't want to pull too hard. It is pliable, but I think it would rip eventually. But I think we can turn... Can we turn the waist? Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I can feel it turning just a little bit, but I don't think we really need it that much. And then, can you do the splits? We have ratcheted joints there. So, very impressive. We have an upper thigh cut on both sides. And he can only kick forward that much, not very much. And back a little bit more. And we have double jointed knees. About that much. I think I could get it a little more. Well, no. I don't know if I can get more on this one. This side is pretty stiff. Yeah, still a little bit stiff there. Might take a little work to get that loosened up, but I don't want to push too hard because if I use the leverage, I think I'll break something else over here. And we have boot cuts. Ankle pivoting on both sides. And the hinges, they go down, they go up, and then we have toe articulation. So I think this is one of the better action figures for articulation. Just a little bit of a stiff knee there, which might loosen up after a bit. But everything else seems to be working. What's nice about the joints is that they are ratcheted, although they're a bit tight, but I like the ratcheting so that I think it will last a little bit longer. Now, let's see if I can get him standing again. One other problem is I think the tube that they've added here is preventing me from getting the arm all the way down, straight down, so this arm is always going to stick out a little bit because of the tube. But it seems to be working pretty well. Here's the visitor with some of his equipment and gear. Seems to hold on to the equipment fairly well. However, I think with the added articulation at the fingers, eventually that might wear out and it'll be very difficult or impossible to get the action figure to hold on to the weapon. Although it is nice with the trigger finger there. And here, it's kind of hard to get a very tight grip on the harvesting tool. The back bling did come out a little bit easily for me, but it seems to be staying in place for now. Certainly does look nice with the equipment. It would be great for some different diorama scenes. The HammerTron sledgehammer rating is, he's okay. I'd like to put him higher, but I had a little bit of trouble with the knee joint, so I couldn't get him to sit properly and look nice on the handle of the sledgehammer. So I couldn't put him that high, but this just looks very cool. I really enjoy how this action figure looks. So it's okay, or probably a little more than okay. Would have been higher except for the knee joint. The Visitor from the Fortnite Legendary Series action figures by Jazwares, based on the epic game Fortnite. It's just a really cool looking action figure. I enjoy having this. So thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.